Your words creates your world. So instead of complaining, let's try to thank God more, because the more that you complain, the more you'll have to complain about. But the more grateful you are, the more you'll have to be grateful for. If we look at the example in the book of Exodus, we see that God had delivered the children of Israel out of slavery, out of bondage. We know the story. But as soon as they got into the wilderness, they started to complain because they didn't know how they were going to eat. Does that sound familiar to the times we're living in right now? They became very disgruntled, and they started to even wish that they were still in Egypt as slaves, because they were saying, even when we were slaves, at least we knew where our next meal was coming from. But they didn't know that God had a plan of provision for them, where he fed them with manna and quail while they were in the wilderness, and they never went hungry. When we trust God and when we are thankful to God, God continues to provide more and more. And a few centuries later, one of my faves, David, picked it up and he said, I was young and now I'm old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. I don't care what it looks like this Thanksgiving season. I dare you to thank God instead of complain about anything. So that's our challenge in this season, in this 30 days of gratitude. And I appreciate you all for tuning in. We're up into the thousands of viewers for this series. And all I want to do in this season in my life is tell God thank you. And I can testify that since I've embarked upon this 30 days of gratitude, God has stepped in. He's turned things around. He's making a way every single day. In Psalms 23, it says, give us this day our daily bread. See, we're living in times now where those scriptures really take on a meaning in our lives. So whatever's going on, do not be afraid. Do not grumble. Do not complain. And always thank God.